Still not exactly getting the light I'm looking for. How's that? That's better. Not quite. Does that mean I got to go hatless? All right. Looks like I'll go hatless. Could be worse. Hello, everybody. We're going to get started here shortly. If you only had 20 to 30 minutes for a workout, what would you do? If you only had 20 to 30 minutes for a workout, what would you do? We'll keep it specific to isometrics. I would do a Zercher squat. I would do a split squat. I would do a deadlift, sub maximal effort deadlift. I do a hip abduction times 2 because you'll be doing both sides there. Hamstring times 2. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's pick 2 more workouts for the low body. How about a single leg deadlift? Times 2. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 workouts. We got to get one more for the low body. So Zercher squat, split squat, deadlift, hip abduction times 2, ham curl times 2, single leg deadlift times 2. Those are all single leg exercises in a row. I would follow it up with a leg press. There'd be your 10 low body exercises. I'm going to move on to the next question, but I'm going to come back to that. Is isometric training enough as I get older? Is isometric training enough as I get older? Yes, it's more than enough. In terms of keeping a healthy body as you grow older, I'd say 30 to 60 minutes of isometrics per week. So that can be once to twice per week. And then just some walking. I like walking because the body is made to walk. And performing the skill of gait, practicing the skill of gait, I think could benefit us over time. Moving on to the next question. How do I know if I'm actually getting stronger? You're my daughter. How do you know if you're actually getting stronger? You do measured isometrics, or you do timed isometrics where you try and hold yourself in a position for 45 seconds. Or you do dynamic exercise and see if there's any transfer from isometric to dynamic. So every once in a while, I'll do some chin ups just to make sure I got it and make sure there's carryover. I might have to pause this stream. I might have to pause this stream. Is there any way to pause this? Okay. So I gave you 3 questions. If you only had 20 to 30 minutes, what would you do? Is isometric training enough as I get older? How do I know if I'm actually getting stronger? I'll come back to these other questions again. Also, there's some other areas I'd like to discuss. Over and out.